know something that our friends, our colleagues, our neighbors, we sometimes they open up to us and sometimes they are not really.
Right.
So when it comes to pandemic situation, when it comes to favor of someone else, then some people will run away and some people will come to us to help us to grow, to help us to get well soon, and some people will run away from our life. So that's what I have been noticing throughout the pandemic situation, because there will be some people who will always help you with anything you are going through, and there will be some people who will always run away from your life. They are just pretend to be your friends. They are just pretend to be your well-wishers, something like that.
Right. So you learn who's dependable and who's not.
Yeah. It's kind of a reliable persons I've been searching for. And yeah, I know that when it's hard too bad, then I'll find more close persons with me. Who is close to me, then I'll find out.
Well, that's actually something I learned too. I learned that I don't need a bunch of friends. Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty fine. How are you?
I'm good to go.
Yep. What's your name?
My name is James. It's nice to meet you.
And where are you from, James?
I'm from the USA, but I'm actually live in Thailand.
Oh yeah, I have just noticed that everyone working on Cambly is living somewhere else. They are not living.
I was here first.
Yeah. So you were living in Thailand and then joined Cambly as a teacher?
Yeah, I've been in Thailand for 14 years.
Oh, that's a long time. And what do you do in Thailand?
We have a business where we sell solar panels.
Solar panels.
Right, and I also have a big guava farm.
Big guava farm, yeah. So I think you are running two business at a time, right?
Yeah, pretty much 3.
Yeah.
Online teaching.
Yeah, that's online teaching. So yeah, do you teach on Cambly just for hobbies or something like that? Because I've been found this is fun game, right? Because you are talking, you are spending time with someone, so you are spending time with foreign peoples, and you are earning some money as well. So is this? I think this is gonna be fun.
Right. Cambly's all right because the pay's not great, but the work's not difficult, and also people learn English, and I also learn about places.
Yeah, learn about places, cultures, different peoples, I guess.
Yeah, so it's quite interesting.
Yeah, when I heard about Cambly, then I have jumped onto the Cambly. Then I just want to practice my English. That was just the plan. Because I have been learning English from 2016 till now. I've been practicing my English as much as I can.
Right.
But mostly I have been focusing on the listening skill, because that is quite really important for everyone who wants to learn English. And that's beside that, I just feel like that reading is too important as well as an English speaker. If we want to improve our English to improve sections, because reading is something that we have to improve. We have to gather information about talking something. So that's why reading section is more important. So, yeah, I think this is. And do you have any specific ideas or specific methods of learning English easily, quickly, and effectively? Is there any other way of learning English?
There's no such thing as learning a language quickly.
That's what I feel.
Well, yes, there is actually, but you have to practice all the time.
Yeah, I have to learn speaking by only speaking with someone else, and that's what's the best method I have ever found in my entire career. Because last time I have a class with David, and he told me something really quite interesting. He said that you have to speak in order to getting fluency. And that's what the simple things he said.
Right.
And I totally subscribe to that, because if I do not speak, how can I know that I'm improving?
Right. A good example is like what country do you live in?
Well, I am living in Bangladesh. It's in Southeast Asian country. Do you have you ever visited in Bangladesh?
I have not been to Bangladesh yet.
Yeah.
But
any plan for visiting in my country?
Sure, but not until COVID's over.
Yeah, COVID situation
Right,
is not
but,
very easy.
But
It's
I would like to go
pretty
to Bangladesh. I would like to go to Vietnam. I would like to visit Laos more. I've already been to Myanmar, so
Yeah.
But a good example as of how you can see the difference is I'm assuming that the high schools in Bangladesh are pretty much the same as the high schools everywhere else in the world, where for school, they focus a lot on reading and writing and grammar.
Yep.
But not talking.
Yep.
Right?
We don't have any environment to speak with in the classroom.
Right. So
there are a huge number of students in the class, so we are gathering, and that's not really pretty much the same like in any other country. Like I think there is not much space to give opportunity to every students we have in the class. That's why we are not getting an environment to talk with.
Right. But that will show you exactly how important speaking is.
Yeah.
All right. So it has to be the whole package, not half the package.
Yeah.
But honestly, because I live in Thailand, and the writing system is different than English.
Writing system.
Right. Just like the writing system in Bangladesh is different, the writing system in India is different because they're all based on Sanskrit.
Yep.
So I'm okay for speaking Thai language, but I can't read Thai language.
Yeah, speaking is something that we can't read or write sometimes, because speaking is when you listen someone that we can naturally gain some of the speaking language as well.
Right.
By just watching and observing their nature.
Right, but reading is important too, because for everything I ever want to know about something, I have to ask, what does that say? What does that say? What does that say? And it's really annoying to people around me. And it makes me feel bad too, because I always have to say, what does that say? Can you read this for me? So reading is definitely just as important as speaking. Yep.
And writing is totally difficult if we learn some another language, like a different language. Reading is quite good if we are passionate about learning. But writing section is totally hard for me. Like I want to take my IELTS exam and the next year, and I am pretty good at speaking in English, and I can listen. I can understand everything when they played listening sections. But I am having a hard time understanding the paragraph or topic essay. That's what I've been dealing with right now.
So you're the opposite of most other people.
Yeah.
Most of them can write really good, but they can't speak. But you can speak, but not write that well.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time just because I never been to any course. I just only have a 2 months English course, but that was just a basic one.
Right.
But after that, I have learned English by just watching lots of YouTube videos, lots of conversations, lots of lectures on YouTube. There are lots of motivational speaking lectures I have watched, and there are like 700 to 1,000 videos on TEDx Tech. I have watched. And that's helped me pretty much same like, and that's why I've been speaking.
Right.
So I think it's all come from the listening skill.
Right. But do you read much?
Well, this is quite hard for me because I have never got any interested on reading sections. But I know that I have to read sometimes because reading is something that I have to input some informations, but I have to learn vocabularies for talking about different topics.
Right, but reading will definitely help your writing because I'm sure it's probably the same in your country. For English, we have two different kinds of English. We have written English and we have spoken English. Written English is much more formal than spoken English.
Yeah.
So I would say what I would suggest to you is what kind of things are you interested in?
Well, I'm more curious to watch and learn by entertaining style. Like I'm pretty good at watching. I'm pretty good at listening. That's what the most of the time I'm doing, right? Because I at least watch 1 to 2 movies every single day on Netflix, and
Right.
that's helped me quite a lot.
Right, but for your writing part, for IELTS, they're going to make you write.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, I have to.
Right. So what I would suggest you to do is find something you're interested in and try to find online articles about it, because it will give you an idea of how things are written in English. So you kind of have at least a format in your head of how it should sound. I think that would help you a lot.
Yeah, reading is something that I've been really dealing with right now, because I want to take my IELTS test in the next year, because right now the pandemic situation is not really well in Bangladesh. We are still under lockdown, and that's
So are we.
what. Yeah. What about the situations of Thailand right now? I haven't got any news from. It's spike.
It's spiking. Every day is a new high.
Yeah. So I think it will be gone for 1 or 2 years. We still have the patience, because
I think it's going to be around for a few more years, and then So, but oh well. Like every day is a new high for new cases, and for people that are dying too is quite bad. Like where I'm at, we're not on lockdown, but for Bangkok is on lockdown.
But can I ask you something? Can I ask you something about pandemic situations in the whole world? What did you learn throughout the pandemic situations, since the beginning to till now?
What have I learned?
Yeah.
What have I learned? I've learned that I've learned to be a lot more self-sufficient, actually. Right. I've learned to be able to stay home and be okay staying home. And I guess I've learned better hand washing and
sanitizing your hands.
Right. So those are the kind of things that I've learned.
So I think, and I have learned something that is quite with the natural things. Like we know something that our friends, our colleagues, our neighbors, we sometimes they open up to us, and sometimes they are not really.
Right.
So when it comes to pandemic situation, when it comes to favor of someone else, then some people will run away, and some people will come to us to help us to grow, to help us to get well soon, and some people will run away from our life. So that's what I have been noticing throughout the pandemic situation, because there will be some people who will always help you with anything you are going through, and there will be some people who will always run away from your life. They are just pretend to be your friends. So they are just pretend to be your well-wishers, something like that.
Right. So you learn who's dependable and who's not.
Yeah. It's kind of a reliable persons I've been searching for. And I know that when it's hard too bad, then I'll find more close persons with me. Who is close to me, then I will find out.
Well, that's actually something I learned too. I learned that I don't need.
So in lockdown, we cannot go with friends. We cannot go out with friends. So it's all about learning. It's all about talking on the social media. That's what we're dealing with right now. Because we still have a phone, and then we are just chatting with our friends, and that's how we are just communicating. It's not much things to left to do. Because lockdown means we are not allowed to go outside with our friends or with anyone, I can say. Right.
So for me, I've learned that I'm actually okay not being able to go out and hang out with friends. I'm fine with it, actually.
And in lockdown, I have learned pretty much many things like that because we are still on the lockdown, so I have nothing much to do. So that's why I have been improving myself every single day. That how can I improve myself, improve my personal development.
Right, learn how to cook.
Yeah, I know how to cook. I've been doing this like 4 years.
Ah, okay, excellent.
So it's 10 seconds left. So it was nice talking to you. Yeah. So
Yes.
have a good day, and I hope you will have a good life in Thailand, and you will going through.
Okay,
good
thank you
times.
very much. And